Okay. So Chetan Mahajan is saying remainder, it is operator which returns a remainder. So anyone have idea what is the use of this modulo arithmetic? What is the use of this modulo arithmetic? Like yes, as according to the Chetan Neeraj, whatever saying it is absolutely correct to find even number. So how Chetan? How we can find out the even number? So we'll see the example here. For example, it is 11 mod of 5. 11 mod of 5. What it mean? That time what would be the answer? In 11 mod of 5 it is 1, right? The remainder is 1 because it is simply what we are doing 11 divided by 5, right? And here you will get the remainder 1, right? So modulo returns a remainder, right? Similarly, suppose if there is another value that is 21 mod of 5, 21 mod of 5. In that case also, the answer is what? Answer is 1. And suppose if the value is the 16 mod of 5. In that case, 16 mod of 5, again it is 1, right? So here, see here, how actually this mod is used, modular arithmetic is used in cryptography. You will learn in computer network subject, there is a RSA algorithm. So in RSA algorithm, you will find the modular arithmetic they have used to calculate the private key from the public. Once you calculating private key from the public key, so what is the public key and private key? Public key is distributed into the public. Right? If anyone want to send encrypted message, what the people will do, they use that public. This public key is the same, right? So if anyone, and this is a person who's who have distributed this key among the public. If anyone want to send message, secure message to this person, what you have to do, you have to use his public key and encrypt the message. And this encrypted message you will send to the respective person. And this person have its own private key. So what this person will do, this person will decrypt the message by using this private key. And you cannot calculate private key from the public. You cannot calculate private key from the public key. The same example you will find on when you will use a website. On website, for example, it is a banking website. If you are signing, you are giving your login ID and password. So what that time the browser is encrypting your user ID and password and encrypted message sending to the server. And the server have the private key. By using a private key, the server is decrypting your login ID and password, and after verifying, the server is allowing to you because someone may stolen your user ID and password and may use the same user ID and password. So that's why it is encrypted by using a public key and it is decrypted by the private key. And you cannot calculate private key from the public key. How? Because here you can understand in 11 mod of 5 it is 1, again 21 mod of 5 1, and 16 mod of 5 is again 1. So for example, if it is 1 is there, but how this 1 is calculated, it is calculated by the 11, 21 or 16. It is difficult to guess. That's why we use this mod to calculate private key from the public. Okay. Once it is calculated, the public key from the private key, no one can generate your private key from the public key. This is the advantage of modular arithmetic. So it having a number of advantages of modular arithmetic. Okay. So we'll see few examples of modular arithmetic so that you can properly understand how actually we can calculate. Like suppose this x, this is a three line is called congruent. I've written here so that you will remember and properly pronounce. This three line is called congruent. So x congruent of y mod of n. What it means? X congruent of y mod of n. If both x and y have same remainder when divided by n. So when you will divide by n, if you divide x by n and y by n, you will get the same remainder. So here example is given like 36 congruent of 24 mod of 12. Now if you will divide this 36 and 24, you will get the same remainder by the 12. Right? So 12, if you will divide by 36 by the 24, you will get the same remainder. This is one property. The second is what? X is congruent of y mod of n if n divides x minus y. If x is congruent of y mod of n if n divide x minus y. So this example we are considering here. X is 20 congruent of 3 mod of 17. So x and y, it is 20 minus 3, that is 17, and mod of 17. So when you will divide 17 by 17, so 17 divides 20 minus 3 is equal to 17. So yes, division is possible. You will get the 0 remainder, right? So this is a second property. X congruent of y mod of n, it means x minus y divided of n. It is divisible. The next third property is what? X congruent of y mod of n and a congruent of b mod of n, then suppose if two uh, modular operator mod is operation is given, in that case what we have to do here, x plus a is equal to y plus b mod of n. So in this way you can simplify both the equation. X plus a is equal to y plus b mod of n. So to understand this, here the example is given like 17 congruent of 4 mod of 13 and 42 congruent of 3 mod of 13. So these are the two equation is given here. So x is what? 17 and y is 4 mod of 13. Similarly, a is 42 and b is 3 mod of 13. Okay, in this way. So what we have to do, we have to put both the value into the equation and we'll check. We'll get the correct expression or not. So x plus a, so 17 plus 42, that is 59. And the second one is y plus b. So y plus b, so 4 plus 3, that is 7. Mod of n, n is same, that is 30. So here, if you will divide, like here, when you will divide, you will get the remainder. Similarly, if you will divide here, 59, just a minute. So we'll check it is correct or not. 59 minus 7 divided by 30. right? So if you will divide 59 by 13, you will get a remainder 7. Right, so it is correct, right? So 59 minus 7, that is 52. So 52 you can easily divide by the 13. So remainder is 7, right? So in this way, we can say here it is the expression. In this way, you can combine both the equation. Now fourth property is what? X is x congruent of y mod of n and a congruent of b mod of n. Then in that case, what we can do, x minus a is equal to y minus b mod of n. So here x minus a is equal to y minus b mod of n. So earlier what we are doing addition, now we are doing subtraction. Now let us check for both the equation. Like 42 is congruent of 3 mod of 13, 14 congruent of 1 mod of 13. So what we will do, x minus a is equals to y minus b. So x minus a, 42 minus 14, that is 28, and 3 minus 1, that is 2 mod of 13. So again here you can check, if you will divide 28 by 13, so the remainder is 2, right? 13 to the 26, so 28 minus 26, remainder is 2. So in this way actually we can calculate this equation. The next one is what? X congruent of y mod of n and a congruent of b mod of n. Then, so here, see how we have simplified this equation. X into a congruent of y into b. X into a, y into b mod of n. So let us consider one example to understand this, and we'll get the correct modular arithmetic equation or not. So 6 congruent of 1 mod of 5, 7 congruent of 2 mod of 5. So here, according to this equation, x into a, so 6 into 7, that is 7 6 are 42, and 1 into 2, that is 2 mod of 5. Now here again, if you will divide this 42 by 5, so remainder you will get 2, right? So this way actually we can simplify this equation. Again, another equation is x congruent of y into z mod of n. Then now see here how we are simplifying x congruent of y mod of n into z congruent of z mod of n, the whole term mod of n. In this way actually we can simplify x congruent of y mod of n into z mod of n and the whole terms mod of n. Now we'll see with the example, like here the example is 7 congruent of 12 into 11 mod of 5. Now as per this equation, what we have to do, we have to simplify it according to 12 mod of 5, 12 mod of 5 into 11 z mod of n, 11 mod of 5 and whole term mod of 5. Right? This way we have simplified it. Now, so 12 mod of 5, what it means? Simply when you will divide 5, 12 mod of 5, 12 divided by 5, the remainder is what? The remainder is 2, right? 12 mod of 5 means the remainder is 2. So 2. And 11 mod of 5, the remainder is 1, right? 11 divided by 5, remainder is 1. So here the remainder is 2, here is remainder is 1. So 2 into 1 mod of 5. So after multiplication, 2 into 1, 2 mod of 5. So 2 mod of 5. So if you will divide 7, so what is actual expression here? 7 congruent of 2 mod of 5. 2 mod of 5. So 2 mod of 5. So when you will divide 7 by 5, the remainder is what? The remainder is 2. So again it is valid. Again the next expression, if x congruent of y plus z mod of n, then x is equal to y mod of n. So earlier it is multiplication, now it is plus z of z mod of n, the whole term mod of n. So again here we are considering example 8 congruent of y plus z, so 11 plus 12 mod of 5. So we will put all this value into this equation. So y mod of n, so 11 mod of n is what? 5. 11 mod of 5 plus 12 mod of 5, the whole term mod of 5. So when you will divide 11 by 5, the remainder is 1, right? 11 by 5, the remainder is what? Remainder is 1. The remainder is 1. So 1 and 12 mod of 5, the remainder is 2. So 1 plus 2 mod of 5. So finally we get this equation, that is equals to 3 mod of 5. So when you will divide, so 8 divided by 5, the remainder is what? The remainder is 3, right? So this modular arithmetic, mainly it is, you will find it having a number of applications. We'll see the problem based on this theory. But I hope all you could understand. Nilakshi, Nilakshi, turn off your video. Nilakshi, turn off your video. See, many students, I think, not listening. Nilakshi, turn off your video. It's disturbing. I don't know. Attentively, how many students are attending the lecture? Okay, I have minimized it. So actually, similarly, suppose if you want to calculate any value in C program, suppose 2 raised to 1000. This number you would want to calculate in C or C++. What you will get the error. Right? So that time actually also we can use this modular arithmetic to calculate the equivalent answer. The simple way how we can look, suppose if you want to calculate the factorial of 1000, even you can calculate, you can implement a program to calculate the factorial of 21, you will get uh, the error because the value would be very large. Suppose if you want to calculate the factorial of 1000, you will get the error. So that time to get the equivalent related answer, that time also we use this modular arithmetic. Like here, how we are implement the program, which is very simple to calculate the factorial, but by using mod, we get answer which is like to the answer. Okay, somehow. So today we